Okay, hustler. So real quick, I'm going to share my screen, and what you'll see right here is that Amazon in the lending box, because we're inside of my Seller Central, they're saying you have financing options up to 71,000. Now, you'll notice today is June the 13th. The year is 2025. And as you're looking at this, get excited, be encouraged. And what am I talking about? I'm saying be encouraged to stay in business. You have to be in it for the long haul, because a lot of these platforms that you're on, your Amazons, your Walmarts, and the things of that nature, they're watching you and they can see the revenue that you're bringing in. They make money by lending. That's their entire business model. So they're looking for people like you to lend money to. So, you know, I can get, according to this, up to 71,000. Here's the deal. I'm probably not going to be able to get that much. Let's click review details and look at exactly what they're saying we can get. So they're saying from Uncapped, which is a lending institution, I can get up to 71,000, and that's a term loan. Okay, so that's a fixed fee. I've done that before, and I'm going to show you a loan that I took before, so you can kind of get an example of how that works. Sellers Fi up to 50,000. Now this is a line of credit. Okay, so if you know what that is, basically with a line of credit, and I'm not a financial expert by any stretch of the imagination, but with a line of credit, you don't have to use the 50,000. Let's say they gave me a line of credit of 50,000. I don't have to take it all out. I can take out what I need. Lendistry up to 31,000, and that's a term loan, and the APR is going to depend. It's going to be 9.99, basically 10% to 18%. And then finally, you have Paraffin up to 30,000. Now, here's what you'll notice. In order to pay them back, you gotta pay 1 to 15% of your gross sales. So let's look at that. And that means they're looking at, there's advantages, but there's disadvantages. The advantages are you don't have that fixed rate where you got to pay that same amount, even if you had a bad month, a bad week, or whatever the repayment schedule is. They're only going to take a percentage of what you actually did. But I don't like it, because what if you got a good week? Well, then you pay more. I don't like that. And so Hey, what's up, working class hustlers? I wanted to take a brief break from this video. I hope you're enjoying it as much as I am, but did you know that 58% of the people that watch this channel, watch these videos, are not subscribed to the channel? So there's a good chance that you're not subscribed. So if you would take a moment to subscribe to the channel, it would mean so much. It would be awesome. And tell you what, you will be showing myself and my producer Jim that you appreciate the over 500 videos that we've put together for your benefit. So hit that subscribe button and we would really appreciate it. We're actually trying to get this channel up to 10,000 subscribers, and you're going to help us do it. So thank you in advance. Number two, if you're somebody that's really trying to take your Amazon business to the next level, or you just want to get into selling on Amazon, you guys know I use the software Tactical Arbitrage. I've been using it and teaching it right here on this channel for years. And you might know that I've been wanting to put together a free video course, a real course that's worth money, but I want to give it to you for free. This is my gift to you. If you're serious and you really want a leg up and a way to understand the software that's so powerful, it has helped me double my revenue up to 30,000 plus a month. If this is something that would be interested in you, the wait is over. The link is in the description. Hustlers, don't waste time. I can't wait to see you there. Now back to the video. In case you're inside of your
loans options in the dashboard. See where it says looking for all your active and past loans. Let's click on that. And what you'll notice is back in 2023, I took a $15,000 term loan. Now look at this was from Amazon Lending. And I don't know if they still have that, because if you notice, that wasn't available under the options we were looking at. Here's another fun fact. You guys may remember in June of 2023, I got laid off from a 21-year job with trucking. And this is how a business, not a hustle, a real business can help you, because I wanted some money just to make sure I was going to be okay until I found another job. Now, I'm not saying that you should do that. I'm just saying that option was available for me, and I took it because I didn't know what the future held for me. I didn't know how long it was going to take for me to find another job. With a hustle is cool, but you're not going to have financing options with a hustle. With a hustle, you just go out there. Maybe you got $1,000 and you figure out a way to buy something, sell it. It's a one-off deal. It's not a real business. You're not incorporated, and that's okay. That is okay. Just understand, when you have a real, legitimate business with a business banking account and years of history, you're going to have options like this. Do I think you should take it? I'll give you more on that. But let's take another look at that. This was the contract, basically, and all we really want to look at is the loan amount and the fact that this was a term loan. 13%, I had to pay $1,339.69 every month, and Amazon would just take it right out of my my account whenever it was time for me to get a disbursement. Now, I only get disbursements every 2 weeks like most people, so once a month they would take that out, and as you can see, it's paid off. Now look at, because I took another loan. So I took another loan out, and that got paid off. That just got paid off in January. And that was a $10,000 loan. I paid a fee, and then they were taking 15% of my gross sales. And so you can see it went from December. I only had the loan from December of 2024. So you had December payments, you had January payments, and it was paid off. See, when you got, guys, think about that. Think about being able to pay off $10,000 in 2 months. That's what the business was able to do. But let me tell you what I feel like I did wrong. And it happens. If you're going to be in business, things are going to happen. Number one, here's where I went wrong. I took loans when I really needed the loan. Now, that's going to sound crazy, but I'm going to advise you, if at all possible, do not take a loan when you absolutely need the money, because then that's going to be, in my opinion, bad debt. See, there's good debt and then there's bad debt. This is why these loans were bad debt for me. I would take the loan and I needed the money, and right away I would start using the money. And now that repayment schedule was strangling the business. And what do I mean by strangling the business? What I mean is, with that weight on me, that repayment noose around my neck, I was always struggling to have working capital. To be successful in business, I've said this before, I'll say it again. The buying and selling, guys, that's the easy part. You figure that out, and then this is not a hustle. So the longevity part, can you stay in business? And your operating capital, your working capital, is what keeps you in business. Now, you look at my account. Here, let's take a quick look. We're inside of Inventory Labs, which is what I like to use. And you can kind of look at, watch this though. When you come to reports, when you come to profit and loss, and we're in June, so we're going to go back to May for a second. And we're just going to look at, all we're focused on is cost of goods. And this isn't even totally accurate. I'm still reconciling, but you're talking about $10,646 just in cost of goods. Now, when we say cost of goods, that's what I spent on what sold in the month of May. That's listen to what I'm saying. That's showing what was spent on what was actually sold. I probably spent double that in total inventory because everything didn't sell. This is business. You see what I'm saying? So this is why there's bad debt. Will I take out loans again? Absolutely. Any business that's trying to thrive, that's trying to grow, that may even be using the buy, borrow, die strategy. Look that up if you never heard of it. You're going to take out loans, but the next time I take a loan, whatever that amount is, 5,000, 10,000, 50,000, I'm not taking that loan unless I actually have the money. That changes everything. That means that I take the loan, but I'm not leveraged. The business takes the loan, but the business is not leveraged because my business will have that cash in the business account. That way, if something goes wrong or whatever, the business can handle, the things that life is going to inevitably throw. That's so important. So much more to talk about. So stick with me for the next video. Also, another thing, for anybody that likes numbers, why don't you watch the next video about, let's look at my tax returns for one of my years so that you can really see how this shakes out. And I'll see you guys in the next video.